Hello there, welcome. This is Alex Gorovich with GetRichLazy.com, and I'm coming to you with a very short, probably less than 4 minutes, important alert for our Real Estate Magazine subscribers. I want to talk to you about the fact that there's so many people right now looking for houses who can't qualify for homes. There's over 80 million Americans who want owner-financed houses right now who simply cannot qualify for traditional bank mortgage loans in today's very tight lending guidelines, as you know. Now, what you may not know, that many of them are looking to find a house with owner financing right now in your city. I'm going to show you some proof. Well, first of all, the proof comes from Google. Now, I know this is kind of hard to see, but if you look at the numbers on the right, this represents the volume of monthly searches locally in the United States when home buyers go online to Google search engine and type in the phrases like owner financed homes, owner financing, homes with owner financing, seller financing, and similar homes. If you look at the volume of searches, again, monthly searches, you're going to see that it's easily over 1 million searches like this a month. And that's a number you should be paying attention to, because millions of people are right now out there looking to buy owner finance homes. Again, these are only people who are searching online. There's lots of them going to Craigslist, lots of them reading newspapers, or just shopping with realtors, or just finding these opportunities on their own to buy a home with owner financing. Now, why it's important? Because if you set up proper processes, you can actually capture a lot of these leads, and you can make a ton of money with them. Now, I know this is not a large screenshot. I'm going to show you some bigger screenshots so you can see them a little bit better, but this is a shot from my own websites. I own a number of websites in the owner financing niche for different areas, and these are some of the leads that are coming to me. And in this highlighted in red box actually are amounts of down payments that people have. And it's anywhere from a $5,000 to $6,000 to $7,000 on the low end to maybe $8,000, $10,000, $12,000, $15,000, $20,000 or even more. In fact, let me show you some of the other leads I'm getting that are not even coming from the website, but coming through email, where people find my website, they're emailing me their requests. Now, here's somebody who's got $25,000 down, and if you read the comments below, they say, I declared myself in bankruptcy last year, but I have about 10 to 20% down payment. Please call me to discuss my options. Now, here's somebody else got $50,000 in cash down. They got about $59,000 a year in income. Again, looking to buy a $150,000 house with owner financing because they can't qualify. Now, here's somebody else with another $20,000 down. And if you see also, a lot of them are showing that they want to move within 1 month, sometimes to move in immediately. This person's got $20,000 down. He says, I need to start paying rent. Now, here's another buyer who's $15,000 down. He needs to move immediately. Now, here's somebody else got $100,000 in cash to put down and is willing to pay up to $4,000 a month. Now, this person is looking for an executive home. Now, take a look at this other lead again I'm getting. That's somebody who's looking for a $100,000 house, and they got $30,000 in cash to put down. Another one was $20,000. Again, I could go on, but the question you should be asking is, how much money could I be making if I had this owner finance buyer's leads? Well, I mean, obviously you can make some money, right? But the big question is, how do you make them? You got to have the right kind of strategy. Leads themselves are not enough. And the strategy that you're going to use is called AMPS. I'm going to tell you just a little bit, very briefly, about this AMPS strategy. It's simply the strategy that allows you to sell houses with no equity that you don't even own to buyers who come with cash in hand and want owner financing. Exactly the kind of buyers I just showed you that I've been capturing a lot of. If you think about this, in today's market, that's the easiest strategy to implement. And it's also the safest one. It's because it's fast to get paid. You're simply putting buyers and sellers together, and you're getting paid a part of the buyer's cash down payment. That's how simple that is. Fast to get paid. You know, there's no loan applications, loan approval. You just need the buyer and seller and title company to close, and you get a chunk of that big down payment they got. There's no money or credit involved. There's no partners, no private money needed, no cash whatsoever. There's no risk, because remember, you're not becoming a property owner. There's no repairs to do. It's as is what it is. The buyer just takes the property in the condition it is. There are no tenants, so there's no landlording involved, or property management, or repairs, any of that type of stuff. And again, as I said, you don't take any ownership of the property. There's no liability. There's no responsibility. There's no payment on vacant houses that you need to sell. And lastly, endless supply of buyers and sellers. Again, the buyer who needs this property, there's lots of them. I showed you. I'm getting a ton of them, and there's a lot of them looking right now, as I showed you from Google. Sellers most of sellers don't have much equity in this down market. A lot of them just kind of lost their equities and they're sitting with high loan balances mostly, and they need to move the property. The property is not moving. They're looking for a solution. You can help them with a solution using the AMPS strategy. My advice, and this is the last slide of this little presentation, learn as much as you can about this AMPS strategy right now. I'm showing you the link where you can get a lot more information about it. There's 5 training videos. They're free, nothing to pay for them. This is at getrichlazy.com/pure content. Once again, go to getrichlazy.com/pure content. And on that page, you're going to find several case studies. You're going to see videos of buyers. You're going to see videos of sellers. There's a whole separate video with Q&A where you can literally get questions and answers, all the aspects of doing these type of deals. You're going to see an attorney who clarifies how to do this from a legal standpoint. And you're going to get multiple downloadable guides and marketing tools for you that you can use immediately in your marketplace to start putting these AMP-style deals together for you. But remember, these guys are going to close the doors, so if you have not downloaded their tools, if you haven't watched the videos, I suggest you go ahead and do that. They do have a lot of free information. They also offer a paid training. You will be able to decide whether you want the paid training. I would recommend you get it because I know the guys who are behind this. I know the author personally. Very reputable guy. He actually lives in my town. I've been to his house. He's a doer. He makes a lot of deals. Makes a lot of money. He actually made over 1,000 real estate deals. I recommend the product. You don't have to buy it. If you didn't download the freebies, go download them. But you may decide that it's worth your while if you really want to do this well. Take care. This was Alex Gorovich with GetRichLazy.com and Real Estate Magic Easy.